Hi Scorpio, I'm Honey Moth Tarot and today I'm going to be doing your March 2025 reading. So before we begin, I just want to tell you a little bit about the astrology because I have been feeling as though the astrology has been coming out in quite a few of the other zodiac signs reads. So right off the bat, we are currently in Pisces season, so essentially that means that there is an air of mysticism, psychic connection, dreams, the divine, that sort of energy. And we're definitely being urged to go with the flow at this time. But the thing is, there is kind of going to be a little bit of a struggle with the Piscean go with the flow energy and the upcoming eclipse in the sign of Virgo, because Virgo is very much like a meticulous planning kind of sign. And so there might be a couple of cases where you've attempted to make an itinerary, a list, a plan, and because of that go with the flow energy with Pisces, there may be things that don't go according to plan, and so we're being kind of urged to, you know, see how the divine plan isn't necessarily like what we think it should be, and to kind of appreciate the cock-ups that happen, and, you know, like finding joy within the challenges. Right, so let's get into it. So right off the bat, we have the Knight of Cups. Very romantic, dreamy energy, definitely fits in with the Piscean vibe. And also your vibe, being as you are also a water sign. And you may be traveling as well. Okay, so what is the destination that Scorpio is headed towards? I feel as though it's a metaphorical destination rather than a physical one, but you may like actually be traveling. We have the Queen of Wands, which is a lovely energy, very confident, empowered. And then the High Priestess. So these are all like very intuitive, connected cards. And so I think if you're unsure about like where to go next, whether it is like physical travel or whether it's in more of a metaphorical sense in terms of like spiritual growth, you're definitely being guided towards using your intuition at this time and going towards whatever makes you feel confident and empowered. Thank you. And then we have the Five of Cups. Some sort of loss, feeling very down and out. I feel as though maybe there's something that has recently occurred where you're almost afraid to use your intuition, or you didn't listen to your intuition in the past, And so now there's like doubts about that. We have the Eight of Wands. I think despite like this loss or this grief that you're going through of almost turning your back on your intuition or not wanting to believe an intuitive nudge that you had, there's still a lot of passion there and a lot of options for you to choose from in terms of wherever you feel as though this spiritual growth is going to lead you. We do also have the Three of Swords here, which is heartbreak, loss, pain. Okay, so now that I'm looking at the reading, I feel as though like this section and this section are quite like contrasting. So there's like this air of confidence, feeling very like creative, possibly having a quite like romantic, idealistic way of seeing things. And then all of a sudden some sort of loss occurs where you lose trust in your intuition, and therefore you lose trust in yourself. And then I feel as though this is you trying to find it again, trying to find that trust. I am also getting like an air of mental chatter. So in order to combat that, it may be worth you like meditating or kind of journaling just to get those thoughts out of your head. Because I think when we're already feeling low, if we're kind of sat thinking about whatever the situation is, it's only going to cause us to spiral. And obviously I'm not saying for you to ignore your thoughts, because of course you do need to process this pain one way or another, but it may be worth pursuing some sort of hobby or something creative, not necessarily with like a goal or an outcome in mind, but just focusing on the act of creation itself, to keep your, to keep your hands busy, keep your mind busy, so that you're not focusing on this pain constantly. And it might be quite cathartic for you to, use that pain in some sort of like artistic way. I'm also getting that something needs to be finely tuned. So obviously it may be that you do play some sort of instrument that needs tuning or more practice. But I feel like spiritually, finally tuning something is getting us to the right frequency, the right tone. So there's something about like tuning yourself so that you're within like a higher vibration, a higher frequency. Maybe worth like using singing bowls. There's plenty of different like spiritual tools that use sound, so maybe look into that. And we have Judgment. I feel like this is a breath of fresh air. This is you releasing the judgment of yourself. And possibly even the judgment of others. Or like that fear of being judged, rejected. I feel like maybe whatever this loss was, there's like a lot of shame and guilt attached to it. And so with the Judgment card, you're being called to try to let go of some of that shame. Just to feel a lot lighter, a lot more free. And then we have the Ace of Wands, feeling creative again, feeling inspired again. All because I think that, obviously I know that people are going to be in different stages of this read. But I feel as though once you've like taken the time to really process this loss, and learn the lesson that the situation has taught you, to ultimately never doubt your intuition. There is like this freedom that washes over you, because there's now like, you realize that you can go through a really awful situation and still find creativity and passion within your life. And so with the Ace of Shrooms here, we have, you know, as I said, feeling more creative, more inspired, excited about what you're able to create next. And we also have the Knight of Wands. Which is quite cool, because we go from the start being the Knight of Cups. Not quite sure where we're going. Idealistic, quite dreamy. And then we end with a much more active approach, like you know where you want to go now, and you feel passionate and inspired and very much determined to achieve all of the ideas that you had. So yeah, I feel as though if you are going through like the loss and the pain, I feel as difficult as it is to sort of believe it at the time, to just try to believe that this pain doesn't last forever, and that creative spark and the trust within yourself will come back and it will be stronger. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys an affirmation card. Feel free to use the affirmation or not, it's completely up to you. Can we get an affirmation card for Scorpio for the month of March? So we have blessings of grandparent medicine, soul songs, walk on earth with bare feet. And then I'm going to get you guys an oracle card from the Moonology deck. Get you guys these two. So we have communication is key with the new moon in Gemini, and then we have you and your loved ones are safe with the new moon in Cancer. So yeah, I feel as though with regards to communication being key, I think it's definitely worth you voicing this pain, whether that is through like a creative pursuit, or whether that is like actually talking to someone or journaling, as I said. And then we have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So Cancer is all about family, home. And so maybe there is something about spending time with family and loved ones that will really help you through whatever this loss is. Right, so last but not least, I'm going to get you a card from the Divine Guidance deck. So can we get one last card for Scorpio for the month of March 2025? Okie doke. So you have number 3, which is called Infinite Love. This card represents the infinite love that not only resides within you, but is you. The entire universe is the vibration of love energy. Which is quite interesting because I did mention something about vibration and frequency earlier, but I'll continue reading. Spirit sees your beautiful heart and is calling you to allow this loving energy to flow fully into you and from you. It will heal your hurts and negative past experiences, helping you connect with the true immortal being of light that you are. It is your light and your love that this world needs most. It's time to let the love flow. And then we have number 6, which is advancements. This is a time of change for you in the physical realm, and it may involve making some big decisions. Whether it pertains to changing jobs, making a career choice, beginning or ending a relationship, or moving to a new home, you have some choices you need to make. Trust yourself to make the right choice. Your guides are working with you to help you gain clarity and to move forward in your life. Stay true to yourself and follow your heart's calling. These changes are definitely for the better, both physically and spiritually. Alright, Scorpio, thank you for watching this reading, and I will see you very soon. Bye.